Did Nick Shirley take out the Democrat Party and the mainstream news media with one YouTube video? We're going to talk about all of that in this video. Let's dive right in.
Dive.
Hey fellas, it's your buddy Ben here. 20 years on submarines taught me one thing. When something doesn't pass the smell test, you better check it out. And brother, what's been going on down in Minnesota is the kind of story the news media has stayed silent on for years.
The biggest difference is people do not trust us like they used to. And it's not just us, it's all of legacy media. And I get it.
But the first assistant U.S. attorney, Joe Thompson, said these programs have billed $18 billion since 2018, and he estimates half or more could be fraudulent. So let's just say $9 billion, give or take a couple of zeros.
It looks pretty extensive, Mr. Thompson, with 8 different locations. Are you guys all at the scenes right now of these doing this same work?
Yep, agents are on at all the search sites.
How concerned should Minnesota taxpayers be, just seeing these numbers? They're pretty eye-popping in the actual search warrant itself.
Obviously, fraud's a huge problem in Minnesota, and hopefully...
Now, Governor Walz out of Minnesota disputes the numbers, says they only have evidence of tens of millions. That's still too much, not billions. But Thompson's been a federal prosecutor since 2009. He's not pulling these estimates out of thin air or out of his ass. Here's something that really gets my blood boiling. Thompson says Minnesota's programs got so easy to scam, they developed what he calls fraud tourism.
Thing he said, I was watching it earlier, is that they're seeing what they described as fraud tourism, like people coming in from other places, like there was allegedly this group coming in from Philadelphia, because they knew that it was, it would be easy pickings. It would be easy to make money and steal money.
It's shocking, but on the other hand, it's not surprising because Minnesota has made it so easy with such lax oversight under Tim Walz.
2 guys from Philadelphia heard it was easy money in Minnesota, so they flew out there. Registered fake companies went back to Philly, submitted $3.5 million in fraudulent claims from their living rooms, and they got paid. You thought EBT and SNAP was, troublesome? But now a few weeks ago, young YouTuber Nick Shirley, we've all seen the 42-minute video, posted where he visited all these daycare centers, and at site after site, he found empty buildings, locked doors, nobody around. One place had a sign with the word learning misspelled, right? That video hit over 100 million views. And suddenly everyone from the vice president of the United States to the FBI director is talking about Minnesota. And here's the kicker. Now the mainstream media is absolutely getting roasted for their coverage of this whole thing, or lack of coverage.
Sometimes people want to talk to me about our coverage of NAFTA or the Iraq War. Other times it's all about Hillary Clinton's emails or Russiagate. Or more recently, COVID lockdowns, Hunter Biden's laptop, or the president's fitness for office. The point is, on too many stories, the press has missed the story because we've taken into account the perspective of advocates and not the average American.
Local outlets have been accused of being, afraid to report on it because they didn't want to be called racist. Apparently, reporting on crime is now racist. And even CBS has come out now and released this, this new agenda. They're kind of recanting their stance. They're trying to win back some viewers. They're trying to win back trust. I believe Nick Shirley killed 2 birds with 1 stone.
We have a whole nother video coming out about other fraud that's taking place.
You have a whole new video coming out.
Whole new video. It's going to be a masterpiece because it is crazy. And each and every single time.
More than the first?
Oh, yeah. It's going to be crazier because now the Somalis were they were after me. Like they were coming and people were stopping in the middle of intersections, hopping out of their car. And I had to get security for this video, coming out just trying to literally attack me.
I saw one of the videos that somebody tried to attack you and you try to protect your camera guy.
Yeah.
Is that still part 1 or is that part 2?
There's so much going on, I don't know.
Got it.
Number 1, the Democrat Party. Number 2, the mainstream legacy media. And for too long, the legacy media has been doing all of the work for the Democrat Party. Some of you would even say that they are part of the Democrat Party. I'd love to get your opinion on that. Leave a comment down below. Do you think the news media has been complicit with all of this cover up? We remember the one gal saying she had information on the Clintons going way back.
I've had the story for 3 years. I've had this interview with Virginia Roberts. We would not put it on the air. I tried for 3 years to get it on, to no avail, and now it's all coming out, and it's like...
Immediately, she got fired as soon as she talked about that on TV. But now that we've got the FBI involved, hopefully we start seeing a lot more action, some real perp walks, some real arrests, and I want to see some deportations. Because I believe any of these people that are involved in this, that came to our country, whether legally, maybe as an asylum seeker, or more specifically, here illegally, if they are here and they're not from here, I say they get deported. And the ones that are here, I say federal prison is too good for you. Now, there's been whistleblowers up there that have tried to come out. They were shut down. I'm going to say this. I spent 2 decades in the United States Navy protecting this country. I watched good people sacrifice, saw families struggle while their loved ones were deployed. And then I see hundreds of millions, possibly billions of taxpayer dollars stolen through fake nonprofits and shell companies while state officials were afraid to shut it down. That's not right. It gets my blood boiling and it pisses me off. The convictions are rolling in now. People are going to prison. One guy got 12 years, owes about $47 million in restitution. We'll probably never see a penny of it. This is what happens when oversight fails, when bureaucrats are more worried about lawsuits and accusations than doing their jobs. The one thing that bothers me, well, there's a lot that bothers me with this whole story, but the one thing I can't get out of my mind is why no prominent Democrats have come out and said anything about this. Not one. Where's Hillary? Where's Kamala? Where is Barack Hussein Obama? Why won't any of them go on the record and say anything about Governor Tim Walz, the guy that could have been, vice president or even president of the United States? I got to get out of here. I really appreciate you watching. Smash that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy New Year. 2026 is starting off amazing because we are winning, they are losing, and they have no choice but to face the truth, and the truth is going to hurt the Democrat Party.